Investigators have been called to an East Nashville apartment complex after a body was found near a dumpster there. Now, we do know that it happened at the River Chase Apartments off of Joseph Avenue. Someone in the apartment complex called police, and an autopsy is underway to find out the cause of death. We'll continue to follow that. Now over to Steve.
Amy, thank you. New this morning for you, a historic home destroyed because of a large fire. It broke out earlier this morning. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley has been there all morning long. And Cuthbert, let's start with the people who live in this home. Did they make it out all right?
Steve, they did. There were 4 people inside of the home at the time of the fire. They are out safely this morning, as is their dog, too. They are very lucky because look behind me just how significant this damage is here. We're at 45th and Nevada Avenues. The fire investigator is here on the scene, but you can still see the lasting foam from firefighters using that to get the flames down under control. The roof is collapsed. The porch down there is completely burned out. The sides are burned. The windows are gone. It truly is a lot of damage here this morning. This massive fire took a lot of time to fight. Here's why. This is the best illustration we can show you. The flames themselves ripping through the roof of this home. Firefighters got here around 2:30 this morning. It took them more than an hour to get everything under control. Once they did, they were able to save several expensive guitars that were inside of the home. It was a duplex and also had a recording studio and several musicians living inside at the time. Now, the home was built in the early 1900s, so firefighters say the age and just how old it is made it tough to fight. A neighbor who lives across the street says this is a neighborhood filled with these old homes. Losing one, she says, is tough to see.
They were probably built close to the same time. I think mine's a little bit older, but they were built like around 1906. It's a beautiful house, and, you know, it can't be replaced.
The fire investigator is on scene right now looking into determining the cause of the fire. I was speaking with the district chief earlier this morning. He says when his crews first got here, they found looks to be some sort of a wire sparking on the front porch. So it appears this could have been an electrical fire. There also were several firefighters who had to be treated for heat exhaustion as well. They are all okay this morning. So again, fire investigator will determine exactly what happened this morning. But again, a truly lucky situation that everyone is safely out of the home. We're live here in Sylvan Park. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
Cuthbert, thank you. Also new this morning, a woman has died after a house fire in Robertson County. This is video from Smoky Barn News. They were on the scene a little bit earlier. Neighbors called 911 after hearing an explosion at the home on Park Street. It was around 11 last night. The fire marshal has been called in to investigate, but firefighters say they don't suspect foul play. There's also developing news out of Murfreesboro this morning. We're getting reports about a shooting on Bradyville Pike that injured at least one person. We've got to call into police, but haven't heard back from them just yet. As soon as we get more details, we will pass them along to you. A little boy has passed away and 4 others, I should say, were injured after a violent wreck in Smyrna. Police tell us an SUV and a pickup truck collided on Old Nashville Highway near Rocky Fork last night. All 4 people in the SUV were rushed to the hospital, including the 10-year-old and a 12-year-old boy. Again, the 10-year-old did not survive. No word on the conditions of the others. The driver of the pickup, however, was not hurt. Police haven't said what caused the crash or if charges will be filed.
It is the second deadly crash, though, in Rutherford County in the past 24 hours, Amy. According to our friends at WGNS Radio, George Thompson was driving down Highway 96 near Almaville when a driver coming the other direction swerved into his lane, hitting him head on. Thompson was not wearing his seatbelt. So far, no charges have been filed. The 17-year-old accused of beating up a popular high school football coach will be in court today. Witnesses say that unnamed student wanted to try out for the football team, but felt disrespected and therefore went on the attack against the Riverdale head football coach Ron Adelet yesterday morning. Adelet was taken to Vanderbilt with serious head injuries. He has since been released, though, from the hospital. That high school junior has been charged with aggravated assault. Again, his name's not being given out.
We're getting a first look at some shocking and disturbing video from Memphis this morning. It shows a group of girls pummeling each other at a high school, and it's gone viral on the internet. The fight happened yesterday afternoon at White Station High School. In the video, you can see multiple fights happening in classrooms and in the cafeteria. Authorities say the school says 8 kids have been suspended and given juvenile summons for their role in the fights, and some of that really hard to watch. 2 more students in Williamson County were arrested yesterday for making threats at their high schools. That makes a total of 8 students in the district facing charges. Some of those threats were found at the school while others were made online. No one was hurt, but the student now faces expulsion, heavy fines, even jail time.
A very late night for your Nashville Predators. They went into triple overtime against the Chicago Blackhawks. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll show you the highlights here. Shea Weber, of course, the captain, and Mike Fisher still off the ice, nursing some injuries. First period, Preds on that power play right there, and Cullen Wilson with the tip in. Nashville 1-0. Hawks come right back. Antoine Vermette with a redirect past Pekka, and it's tied up. Oh, Blackhawk fans loving it. Late second period, Chicago cannot clear. James Neal gets the advantage, and we're up 2-1. Midway through the third, though, the Blackhawks come back. Brandon Zaid with the slap shot and the score. So now we go to overtime. Not once, not twice, triple overtime. 1 minute in, Brent Seabrook with the shot from the blue line and right it off. It's all home. Now the Preds fall 3-1 in the series after 101 minutes on the ice. That's the longest game in Preds franchise history. They head back to Smashville tomorrow for Game 5. It is must win for us to stay alive. Go Preds. All right, we're talking Titans as well. Yes, I know it's April, but we're already talking about the football season. Why the NFL released the official 2015 season schedule yesterday. Here's what it looks like. Titans kick off the season in Tampa Bay on September 13th. The next week, still not at home. They go up to Cleveland the next Sunday for the home opener, though, against Indianapolis Colts on LP Field. That'll be September 27th. We have a full schedule posted on our website, newschannel5.com. Click on the sports tab.
And the Nashville Sounds will be in the national spotlight this summer. Their game against the Salt Lake Bees will be broadcast nationwide on the CBS Sports Network as part of Minor League Baseball's National Game of the Week series. That game is Thursday, June 4th at 7:05. Tickets, by the way, still available, and they play tonight, too.
They do indeed. So right here at First Tennessee Park behind us. So check out the Sounds.
All right.